think important things to consider at this stage and maybe good practices is to be around children. Listen to what kinds of things they talk about, what kind of things they enjoy. And that will give you an insight into the kind of things that they are processing, that they're experiencing. And don't be afraid to share parts of your story as things move along. Any group of children can become a focus group if you're able to tell your story and to sort of like get their reactions and things like that. I know that several of my friends have written books that they have told to their own children first, just as like bedtime stories that they have then turned into books. And so oftentimes you can sort of get a feeling for how children will react just by telling them. For me personally, what inspires my storytelling is one, seeing what other people are doing. There's a lot of inspiration to be had from how other people tell stories. A lot can be gained from seeing how someone has taken a creative approach to a particular problem and seeing how they went about it. Keeping your eyes open and actually seeing the world happening around you. I see a lot of, it sounds very cliche, but being inspired by life. Your everyday life of the people around you. And I think just being intentional about trying to capture those ideas, like I was talking about before. If you have something that is always on hand where you can just write down as soon as whatever that inspiration is, whether it's some words, whether it's a visual, whether it's a thought or an idea, taking the time to actually step outside of your busy day to like, okay, I'm going to document this so that I can have it for later. You'll end up with a document that's just a bunch of random thoughts, but those are the creative gems. Those are the jumping off points that will inspire you for stories, for visuals, for characters, for themes. These kinds of things are what are going to give you the sort of elements that you will use as you start putting together stories. What if it was a talking monkey that had these adventures? Those are things that you're not necessarily in your everyday life going to be thinking about, but those side moments where your brain is sort of occupied with other things, that's when these elements of inspiration will drop in. And when you start recognizing those and documenting them, they'll happen more often as creativity sort of starts to pick up.